Hello, good afternoon and welcome.
It's still morning. We are morning.
I'm not qualified to say it. I'm not qualified to say that. Yeah. Okay, we. Wow. I hear you. Last family. Why are you not in the street today?
Because of you now. Because of this.
Don't worry. Don't worry. After today, I'm happy to be here, and after today, we shall all be friends. I don't know. Okay, so we've listened a lot and let me use the next 3 minutes to fit in everything into one picture. Okay, so I want to use the next 3 minutes to fit everything that was said into one single picture. Now, the program that we have come to display today to demonstrate to you is called Electronic Banking System of Revenue Cycle Management. I'll say that again. Electronic Banking System of Revenue Cycle Management. This is a proprietary solution that is deployed for Lagos State government by Alpha Beta Consulting Limited Liabilities Partnership to monitor and track all payments made to Lagos State government. That's what we call the IGR, internally generated revenue. So the Ebsrcm manages the internally generated revenue for Lagos State government. What is Ebsrcm? One nature of this program is one nature of solution. It is a database solution, it's a database application, but it's a database solution that is modular in nature. What I mean by it's a database is like it takes information from somewhere, stores it into a cupboard, which we call a database, so that you can come back to that database and retrieve that data and retrieve that information. That's the nature of the application we're talking about here. Now, the application itself is modular. That is why you have been able to see a lot of people here stand up here and tell you a lot of things. The first person that spoke to us was about revenue monitoring and all of that. What was she talking about? She was simply telling you that, look, all payments are made at the banks. What does that mean? I will use Lastma as an example because you're my friends. After today, I will tell you something. Now, I'm a very, very good friend. Have you seen me do that time? I'm a very, very good friend because if you don't do anything, I'm not going to. Now, if Lastma, if I have a little blip with Lastma, what will Lastma do? Lastma will give me a ticket. Am I right?
Fine ticket.
Fine ticket.
Fine ticket.
Okay, fine ticket. It's like I've played it before. Now, when you give me the fine ticket, should I pay to Lastma?
No.
I will take that Lastma ticket and go to the bank. That's number one. That's the procedure for every payment. When I get to the bank will give me a customized deposit slip. Customized because it is only for Lagos State government. I will fill that information. Look at the information that was stick after. Let me put the slip you are giving me. Don't just give me a slip. Give me a slip with enough details. Give me a slip with enough details because Lastma is not the only agency that Lagos State government uses. Is it the only agency? No. There are over hundreds of them. So every agency has been properly denoted. That's what was referred to as an agency code. Like your own agency is a Ministry of Public Transportation. What is the code there? 4394000. 4394000. Now, in that slip you are giving me, I need to see that code. If I don't see it, you can go to 432. And if it goes to 432, it is not for Lastma. And when the person brings the receipt here, you now ask him to go. And if you ask him to go, it is not easy for him to go and get a reversal for that transaction. So for every slip you are giving to somebody, agency code will be there. Number two, revenue items, which we call revenue codes. Revenue items, which we call revenue codes. Like for Lastma, you have 4 revenue items there. You have Lastma fines, you have towing, you have demurrage, and you have driver's incidents. These are the 4 revenue items we deal with. Now, dealing with these 4 revenue items means that if it is towing, I need to get the agents, the revenue code for what? If you don't put it there and you take it to the bank will say, okay, what is it? He doesn't know. That is why they will come back and tell you, okay, we cannot do it. Or they, okay, did you bring your revenue code? Say no. Okay, they can reject the person. But if you, on that slip you are giving to somebody, the agency code is there, the revenue code is there, he will simply go to the bank, fill the customized deposit slip, fill the agency code, fill the revenue code. That way, it makes job easy for you too. These two information are very, very vital on the part of Lastma. You must apply it, and payer must take it to the bank. And then when you fill that customized deposit slip, you now take to the bank. The bank will enter that same information on ePay. She spoke about it too. The banker will enter the information in your presence on ePay. And ePay will generate the automated revenue receipt. I've seen one going around saying to you. When? Immediately. When? We've had situations where some people go to the bank and come back and say that they should come back in 7 days' time. I'll give you an example, or an instance. Mr. Biggs is no longer the learning thing now, but when I was growing up, it was the main thing. And they brought some sort of technology here. When you go to Mr. Biggs to buy a snack, whatever, whether it is 50 naira or whatever, 50 naira was big money then. You give them and they give you donuts across the counter. They punch some buttons on their scale, am I right? And a slip comes up. What's that slip? How long does it take to get it? So will it be nice for Lastma to tell you to come for Mr. Biggs to come back next week to get that receipt? Will it be nice? Can it happen? So when once you have made your payment at the bank, you must get your receipt when? Immediately. When once you log on to eCity, when once you log on to ePay, the end product is that receipt. It cannot stop until that receipt is here. We've had situations where people report that Lastma, this bank do not effect payments. Or they say they should come back next week to get receipt. All kinds of stories are there. That is false. When once you hear that story, it is false. And another side of it is that you can actually, because if you go to the bank these days, they tell you, okay, the system is down. It's a normal balance. There is no downtime on ePay because ePay can run in both online and offline mode. Now, there is what we call an offline receipt. Now, we are preaching to you now that you can accept offline receipt as a genuine means of payment, as a genuine evidence of payment. I will show us one on the system before we do. Now, what it means is that this transaction has been consummated properly into Lagos State government account, but because of lack of network, it is not on Lagos State government database, so the final receipt is not there. So when somebody brings a receipt, something that shows that, look, this is Lagos State government account, but it has not been reported Lagos State government database, usually they may even report the next minute or the next hour, because as at that point they cannot alter it, they cannot change it unless they swallow it, and if they swallow it, someone will find it. So nothing can happen to me. Is it good to give that person service? Will it be good to give him service? I'm asking you, no? Why won't you give him? Give him service because he has paid you. He has an evidence, and the evidence is genuine, and you can validate it. And you can validate it. I will show us a sample of that receipt before we leave here today. That is very, very important to understand what you are doing, so that by the time somebody comes to your office and tells you, excuse beyond what we have said here, you say, no, 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 this is not what I had in the workshop I had with Alpha Beta. That is very, very important. Now, when you are done with doing your transactions at the bank and all of that, that information is automatically transferred to the database. It's automatically transferred to the database. Now, when it is an database, a lot of things can happen there. One thing that will happen is that you can access the database and find out what has happened to your own account which you are monitoring. You can log on to the database and say, okay, how much money has accrued to Lagos State government on towing today? What do you need to do? You generate a report using the towing revenue code. It will give you all the things that have been paid by all the banks for towing. If you want to say, okay, fine, I want to generate it bank by bank. You put, let's say, any bank. How much has any bank collected today for towing? You see it. It's okay. okay, I want to generate this revenue. I want to know what has happened to Lastma, the grand total of what Lastma has generated today. Yeah, you can find it. You do not need alpha beta to send you this report. You do not need to call anybody to get this report. This report is available to you. You can access it. What we are not doing today is to give you the specific training on what to do. Now, if this is what you need, all you need to do is to tell us that this person, give this person privilege so that we can be writing this report on our own for us, or give this person, let this person a lot of that, and we shall effect that. So there is no need to call somebody on the phone and say, I want this report. And there's no need to do anything because these reports are available to you. You can create them via the website, and you can also create them via the database itself. So these reports are available. Then the second thing, which is the big thing, which my colleague, which Adela talked about, that's account reconciliation. You see, you are making payments at the banks and all of that and all of that, so you are not there. So what has happened is that a customer has gone to make payment at the bank and he has been given a receipt. So because he has been given a receipt, either permanent receipt or temporary receipt, that means that that transaction has gone to Lagos State government account. Am I right? And it is in Lagos State government database. Am I right? Nobody can erase that. But the bank can erase their own. The one that goes into their own system. The bank can erase it. They can keep it. They can do anything they want to do. So, from time to time, you have to generate a report from Lagos State government database, and then the bank will send in a statement. That's where the reconciliation comes in. So you compare the two sets of information, and where there are discrepancies, find them out. And through this process, a lot of fraud has been prevented. A lot of banks have been asked to refund what they were supposed to refund, what they were supposed to, in the first place, what they had kept away from government, but now they are coming into the system. This is not this is not the period to come and throw photos and things like this. So the account reconciliation team is here. They reconcile accounts on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a minute basis. Just to ensure that everything goes on as planned. Now, having said that, my colleague also talked about the utilities and deliverables. Because it's a comprehensive system. The law says that if you pay your tax, that you should have something to evidence it. That evidence is not a receipt. Am I right? It is called a tax clearance certificate. Everybody here should have it. Is there anybody who doesn't have one? The forms are going around. You have already paid your tax. So there is nothing to fear here. So all you are saying is, give me my tax clearance certificate. Fill that form, supply the appropriate information, and they'll print it and give it back to you free of charge. Funds are free, cash are free. I won't talk so much about Lastma because you are the ones that enforce the law. Much of the law is enforced by you outside. But I'll tell you something you can do for us to improve the system as we go on. It's very important based on that kind. So every taxpayer should have that kind. It's free. So that's one of the utilities that we have. It is an evidence of tax payment. The only thing you do is that you complete that form. So you fill that form, and then supply your passport, and it will be printed and it will be given to you. There is one for everybody here, a year. One for artisans, which we call the modified tax clearance certificate, is also there. Then for companies, we call the corporate tax clearance certificate, is also there. So everybody must have that. Remember, I said that you are going to do something about that kind. Then, the other deliverable we have there is automated revenue receipts. We have one there. I saw one yellow paper going around. Do we still have it? Let me see it. Who has it? Please, let's have it. That paper has gone, eh? Who has the automated revenue receipts? Yes, okay, fine. This is the automated revenue receipts. This is the automated revenue receipts. It's very, very important. Now, look at it. I want you to look at this too. I want you to look at this document very, very well. You will see that inside there are letters written. There's a document inside, am I right? Then there is a paper that has a yellow page, am I right? We're not going to talk about the yellowness today. We're only talking about information of this